If you choose to use a calculator in the class, I highly suggest that you purchase some sort of a scientific calculator because it will do some things to help you out. The scientific calculator that I use in all of my classes and that we use in the math department at Pearl River um, is this one that you see on the screen, the TI-30X Roman numeral 2S. Okay, this is where I'm getting the version number right here. This calculator is about 12 bucks, 20 bucks if you find it at a place that charges a little too much. So it definitely will not put you out. And I want to show you um, the way that you can simplify fractions, which I think is probably the most helpful thing that it does for you because simplifying fractions at times can take a little while. Let's start off with something that would be easy to simplify in our head. And you cannot even see that, but it's 2 over 4. I was intending on you being able to see it. Let me see if I can write it darker. There we go. 2 over 4. And you can barely see my screen, but maybe you can see the buttons that I'm pressing on. Okay, I'm going to put this in parentheses. So I open my parentheses using this key right here. And then I hit 2 divided by 4. Okay, so that's 2 over 4, the fraction 2 over 4, and to put it into my calculator, I open the parentheses, hit 2 divided by 4, close my parentheses, and I press enter. It gives me a decimal. We know that 0.5 is a half, but if you didn't know that, all you would have to do is press second FD. The second key right here, that light blue key, and then the FD key. Now, people get confused when I say that, but see, when we hit second, that light blue key enables all of these light blue options above the keys that you see. And when I press second and the PRB key, I call it second FD because hitting that light blue option lets me change fractions to decimals and decimals to fractions. Okay, so I press second FD and then I'm going to press enter, and it simplified that fraction to 1/2 for me. And you can barely see with my ugly handwriting. Okay, I'm going to do that one more time, except I'm going to do 3 over 6. Okay, so I opened my parentheses, I hit 3 divided by 6, close the parentheses, second FD, enter, and it gave me 1/2. Okay, let's do something a little bit more complicated or bigger. What about 18 over 2? No, not 18 over 2, 18 over 4. 18 over 4. So I open my parentheses, I hit 18, I divide it by 4, and I close my parentheses. I then press enter, and it gives me 4.5, gives me that decimal. So I press the second key and FD. And it gives me not something pretty like 1/2, like the last two problems did. It gives me, this translates to 4.5. But when I say simplify fractions, and I want a simplified number for your answer, that's not simplified to me. That is a mixed number, which is a fraction. But I want an improper fraction. I want it to just be a numerator and denominator. So when you hit second FD and it gives you something like this, there's one more step. We then have to hit second again. Okay, and we're not going to hit FD this time. We're going to go a key below it, and you can barely see it right now, but that key says ABC. So I hit that key and it changes my my mixed number into an improper fraction, 9/2. And I'll do this one like this one more time. Let's try 9/6. So I open my parentheses, hit 9 divided by 6, close the parentheses, enter 1.5. So I press second, FD, enter 1.5. That's a mixed number. So then I press second and ABC and press enter. And it gives me 3/2. Okay. When we add fractions together, we had to have the same denominator. So what if we had to add something like 3/2 plus 1/18? Okay, well, I had to find the same denominator, but because we have the calculator and I can work with fractions now, I don't have to worry about getting the same denominator. I can just put in the calculator. So I would open the parentheses and press 3/2, close the parentheses, 3 divided by 2, plus put your fraction in parentheses again, open the parentheses and say 1 divided by 18 and press enter. Okay, we get that decimal, so I'm going to press second, FD. I get a mixed number, so I'm going to press second, ABC. 14/9, and that was much faster. Oops. 14/9. That was much faster than having to find a common denominator and then add the numerators together and keep the denominator. Just put it in the calculator. I hope this was helpful. If you have any more questions about this calculator or what type of calculator you want to get, anything like that, just let me know.